Hi everyone, I just wanted to show you a trim that you can do, your own beaded trim. I've just started this one, and as you can see I'm using purple organza and then little pink pearls. And what you do is, I'm just going to start this again. Just imagine I've just started right from the beginning and put the needle through. You don't do the first one. Take a stitch, bring it back up through the centre, take hold of a bead. So let's just find, I've got to find one with holes that work. Pop the bead on and then pull that through. Let the bead drop a little bit and just put another stitch. Try and keep all your stitches the same size. So that's bead on. The next one you do is bead off and bring it back up again for bead on, bead off. That's how I do it, so I remember. Hopefully I'll get one that the needle will go through, and not all the time because some of my beads is going through. So let's just, so you're going to end up like that. You've got a gap without a bead and then a bead, a gap without a bead and then a bead. So that's bead on, go back into the centre, back up again, bead off, back into the centre, back up again, bead on. I was just trying to get the right bead that's got the right size hole. Okay. Bead on, bead off, bead on, bead off, bead on. So that's your bead on there, bead off, back through the centre, bead on again. Yeah, that's done it. So we've got that one on. So that was your stitches, you bead on, bead off, pull it back through again and bead on. Oh, pull it through. It's come off my needle a minute. Oh, I've got glue stuck to me. It's just another way of making a fancy beaded. Can't see. Hang on. Fancy beaded trim. Then what you do is when you've got so many on, just pull them down. I use it's really strong thread, and I'm not bothered about it being black thread at all. Just pull them down until they're more or less lined. Like that, and you've got a gorgeous, it just looks like a pearl strand going all the way through it. But this is great because you can twist these, you can twist them and add them on however you want, but I do like it like that. Let me just get mine back to the beginning, like that. Twist that back round. Yeah, I like it where you can actually see the pearl. It's really nice. And that's just another way of doing a bit of trim. Isn't that fab? Hope you can see that clearly. So remember, it's bead on, do a stitch without a bead, bead on, stitch without a bead. And that's all it is. I'm just going to do this a little bit longer. A stitch without a bead, and then we'll put a stitch, a bead on. Because I'm hoping to do a tag soon, and I want this trim for that tag. So that's the bead on, bead off, bead on. Oh, it's come off again. Oh, blooming thread. There we go. Okay, so that's the bead on, bead off, bead on. Do make sure you've got all the same beads before you start, unlike me, who hasn't. Right, that might be enough, because I only have my tags at 4 inches wide. Pull it down. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Isn't that fab? A nice beaded one for yourself, and then you just glue that onto your project. And I'm going to finish mine there. So you go back through, take your scissors, chop a little bit off, leave a bit on, leave a little bit at the end, and that's because when you go to, that one twisted, make sure it doesn't twist, pull that tight, you've a little bit more here to just take a couple of running stitches to hold it tight basically. And then I would put a little bit of glossy accents just on the ends to hold that. But there you go, that's long enough for me to do my tag. Let's go across the bottom of the tag. You can twist all this round where you want it, like that. And then all you do is simply glue that on to your project, and I just think that makes a really nice trim. Let's have a look. And if you wanted to, it would also make a nice flower centre. So I hope that helps. Let me just take the camera out a little bit. But yeah, you can pin that together, make a nice flower centre, which it looks really pretty. Really pretty. Or you can use it as a trim. 2 in 1. How's that? Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye for now.